Well, first of all, just really want to congratulate Tennessee. I thought they were really tough today, showed great resilience. We jumped out in the second half, early in the third quarter. I thought our kids really played. First thing I wrote on the board was how hard we played coming out of the gate in the second half. We talked about, we thought we could get some transition. The game was really slow and methodical in the first half, so I was just super proud of our kids for how they came out of the locker room. We had talked about it. We didn't want to sacrifice rebounding. I don't think we did. And we really came out in that third quarter and played really hard. But our fourth quarter, our 4 for 22, put them on the line 20 times, I think, in the fourth quarter and overtime. And that's a lot, y'all. Hard to win a game when you're doing that. And, it isn't about playing hard today for our kids. I mean, we actually got more offensive rebounds than they did, and they got too many. They got 18, but we got 20. We got out-rebounded 15. We knew they were going to be a great offensive rebounding team, but we forced 24 turnovers. We had 15 steals. I mean, you don't do that standing around in a 2-3 zone playing hope you miss defense. So I'm proud of my kids for, competing. I mean, did we make some mistakes? Absolutely. We made mistakes that a young team makes or an inexperienced team makes at times. I can't tell you how many free throw jumpers we missed. Y'all probably know better than I do. But we missed a bunch of free throw jumpers against their extended zone, something that we worked on. But again, it's you got to want to be in that moment. We wouldn't have scored. Aliyah wouldn't have had her 5 that she got late if we hadn't put her in there. We were searching. I put 3 people in there to see if somebody could make a shot. And Aliyah did it. She made a big shot for us, made a couple big shots for us. But, again, just it's not the outcome we wanted. I thought Horston was special today. Played really hard and wanted the ball, wanted to make shots. But, I know we're going to learn from this. And again, as I told the girls, the game doesn't cheat you, y'all. You get out of the game exactly what you put into it. You have your worst practice of the year on Friday, one that ain't much better Saturday, that's what you're going to get. And again, my job as the coach to get them home. Up or down 4 with 4 to go, that's my job. That's my job. I didn't get them home today. So it doesn't really matter about the rest of it. My job as the coach is to get them home. And I didn't get them home today. I didn't have them quite ready to go, and that's my job. But we'll learn from it. I was proud of all of our kids. I thought we fought, we battled. We got some young kids that made some, they'll learn from their mistakes. And it's fine. But again, I thought Tennessee was relentless, and thought the crowd got into it late when they needed to. And, we just had so many things we had to overcome today that we just ran out of bullets to overcome.
Coach, Tamari Key has made that jump from sophomore to junior year in the paint, which is a hard transition. You know the history of Tennessee from your time playing against Tennessee, coaching against Tennessee. She is now the second Lady Vol in program history to record 2 triple-doubles in her career. Just what does that say about Tamari Key's development here?
I thought she was the difference in the game, and it has nothing to do with, she went 1 for 3 in the second half. She was 4 for 9 for the game. She made some free throws today. I thought she controlled the game defensively. I just thought she commanded. She had a presence in the paint, and that's what makes her really special. Y'all know I had one just almost like her that was really dominant for me at Mississippi State. And when you've got that person, that's your forgiveness player, right? When your guards get beat off the bounce, she's there to forgive them. And Tiara was our forgiveness kid for a long time, and so that's what she does for them. And I thought she's the difference in the game. It's not the 4 for 9, and in fact she went 1 for 3 and say that. She really made it hard for us to do anything down low. And then when we did get a clean look, a couple times we rushed it because you're thinking, oh my God, I'm open, and then you're thinking she's coming and you miss it. So I thought she was certainly special, and the difference in the game defensively for them.
this is for anyone, but Jordan Horston today and in the last game kind of comes alive in the fourth quarter. And, how hard is it to stop a player when they get going and late in the game like that?
Well, I think you're not going to do it, one-on-one with her. I think you got to do it collectively. We talked about taking away her space and not letting her operate in space, and I think we did that some. She had 8 turnovers, and so we did a decent job of not letting her operate in space. But she goes 11 for 22 and makes some big shots. You can't take that from the kid. She was special today down the stretch, and I think again, she ain't scared. She wants the ball in that situation, and I think that's what makes her so special. So you have to love a kid that wants to be in that moment. I think I've got kids that want to be in that moment. Tonight we didn't answer it, but we have in the past, and we will in the future. But I thought that kid really down the stretch, like you said, fourth quarter and overtime. We all knew he wanted the ball. We all knew he was going to have it, and you go through their starting lineup, there's 4 out of 5 that shot 50% or better. I'm going to call 5 for 11, 50%. That's my math. I've had one math class in college, so we'll call that 50. Other than so 4 out of 5 starters for Tennessee shot pretty well. And we still held them 41%, which that's not up to our standards. But the problem with them is it ain't the first one. It's the misses. It's the second and the third one when you don't stick a butt in the gut. And that's the challenge for us right now, the toughness piece, being physical. And one of our bigger physical kids today was out. And, it was an opportunity for some others to step up. And so we'll keep working. I had a pretty good team on. I looked over there one time in the second half, man, I got a pretty good team over here sitting on the bench. I had 3 in boots, I had 2 in foul trouble, and it was a pretty good team, but I couldn't play them right then.
Coach, this is sort of building off of what Maria asked, but obviously with your experience coaching against Tennessee in the SEC, how does this Tennessee team compare to some of the others that you coached against when you were there?
Well, again, their coach is a descendant of Coach Summit, and so they rebound the basketball. That's the first thing that jumps out at you when you watch film. They're physical. They crush you on the backside. If you don't literally physically fight them, it's hard. And what you got to appreciate about a team like that is, even on free throws, they're going hard. A lot of kids, we'll step in here, and we did it tonight. They step in because what do they see in the NBA? Guys don't try to go get offensive boards. People just step in. So that's what they think it is all about. Well, then you go against a Tennessee who's going hard. I'm screaming, anybody paid attention, I'm screaming, Aliyah pinch, box out. Every free throw. I got to coach better, teach better. Because obviously I haven't gotten that point across. Ain't nobody fault with mine. So again, we'll focus on that. But that's the thing that jumps out at you about Tennessee right away is the rebounding piece and how it's a point of emphasis for them. And sometimes when you have teams that don't shoot it well, it better be. And I'm not saying that's them, but I'm just telling you, it ain't the first one that beats you with that group. They're gonna make you earn it. Every rebound you get. How many jump balls do we have in the game today? Bunch. Reminded me of the 8th grade game. Bunch of jump balls. That's just toughness, y'all. It's going and getting one and securing it and protecting it. So, again, I thought we competed. I thought we tried. It's not like we didn't try. But there's some lessons to be learned from the film. And listen, the film don't lie.
Aliyah, you transferred from Mississippi State, so you're a little familiar, I guess, with Thompson Bowling. But as a team, you guys are perfect from the free throw line until the fourth and overtime. How difficult is it when Thompson Bowling Arena's screaming at you to make those free throws?
I think sometimes in clutch moments, you just get overwhelmed. Personally, I kind of just muted him out. I really didn't hear anything at the free throw line. I was just looking at the goal. But I think it just shows how young we are. You get anxious in tough games like that. Been there, done that. We missed our free throws. only thing we can do is come back now, work on our free throws, and just do better overall. I don't really think it's anything more to it. We just had a day. We missed our free throws.
Coach, you talk about Tennessee making you earn it all game. You did the same thing. Your guards were pressuring full court, half court the entire game, forced 24 turnovers. Just what are you trying to build at Texas from a defensive standpoint?
Well, that's who we are. I mean, that, you know, if you've seen my teams play at State over the years, and you know, that's our identity. That's who we are. That's you know, that's where we really, it starts with us, is on that end. And you know, Rori, she's so different on the ball than what I've had. And go back to Morgan Williams, they're so similar. Maya Taylor, I mean, those kids all embraced that role, and so that's, you know, that's who we are. That's our brand. That's what we're known for. You know, when you play Texas, you're going to spend 15 minutes a day on press attack before you do anything else. So that's, over the course of 2 or 3 days, that's 30 to 45 minutes that you're not going to get to work on your offense or your out of bounds plays or anything else. Because if you can't get the ball in, it's going to be a struggle. And our kids really embrace that. They love it. I mean, they really do. They've already embraced it. And sometimes it's hard. Last year's team, man, they fought me all the way to the NCAA tournament on it. And then they finally kind of bought in a little bit. But we were limited with our skill set somewhat and our lack of quickness. But, you know, these two are real crafty. They're handsy. They're really, they can be smart. Joe's been down the wars with Audrey's tough. So I've got a team that kind of can play like I want to play. And that's what we want to do. We want to really make it hard on you. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to let you run some pretty offense. You're going to have to create, figure out. A lot of kids can't create their own shot. You know, they just can't. And so that's what we want to do. Our help defense wasn't very good today. We took 8 charges Wednesday. I don't think we took one today. Yeah, so I mean, there's your answer, you know. And again, look, y'all, we shot 31%, 30 from 3, and 64 from the line, and we went to overtime. And really, we make our free throws in the fourth quarter, we don't get to overtime. So, again, we weren't great today. That's life on the road. It is what it is. I can't complain about how hard my kids play. We didn't play well at times, but we played awfully hard.
One more here in front.
For both players, obviously last Sunday, absolutely electrifying game, had the full attention of women's basketball. This Sunday, again, Tennessee, Texas. I mean, that was anybody's game with 10, 15 seconds to go. Just how much is that good for the game, and how much do you like to play in games like that really promote this sport?
This is what we want. I mean, when we stepped on the floor as being Texas across our chest, we know we're going to get everybody's best game. We just have to come out and play hard and limit our mistakes. You know, we didn't, do the second part of that, but we did play hard. And what can you do? We just have to learn up the line. Just learn every game that we come across, especially these games against a really good team like Tennessee.
I love it. I mean, every game you want to have a fight. You don't want to play anybody that's not going to give us their best or that can't match our energy. Every game, we want to show people why, you know what I'm saying, why we do what we do, why we play hard. We just want to be the best. So in order to be the best, you got to play the best. So I love it. I love to come out and play teams that are going to put up a fight. I don't want anything easy, which is why I came to play for Coach Schaefer. So, I mean, we just want to play the best.
These are the moments that we want. Like, these are the moments that this is the reason why we play basketball here for Coach Schaefer at Texas. We came here for a reason, so.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all very much.
Thank you.
Praise the Lord.